I tried making some little daisies that I found as a paper option out of fabric, and again, just dismal. Didn't like those. You can use a ruler to make sure that your line is perfectly straight if you're fussy about that sort of thing. And I added a few more pom-poms because I just like them. No other reason. All right, now we're gonna make ornaments. Most people would make their paper flowers out of crepe paper, but sticking with the theme of not leaving my house, I had to use what was here. Hey, welcome to day 3 of Craftmas. Wow, we're already into day 3. Good job. Today we're going to look at the history of the ornament. I'm really excited. Craftmas is my exploration into the history of Christmas decor and making new versions for 2020. Enjoy! Let's carry on with our next decoration. Our next decoration is the ornament, a very important part of any Christmas tree. And my final notes say that the early Christmas tree decorations were a symbol of the faith, personality, and family unity, and that they brought a sense of joy and wonder. I fixated on that. I wanted my ornament to be an expression of my faith and personality, which meant looking at imagination and creativity, originality, and uniqueness. My first thought was to make a snowflake, but that seems kind of obvious. And then maybe to make paper embossments, thinking back to some earlier decorations. But then I remembered the roses in Latvia in the 15th century and decided that because I love flowers so much and I use them a lot in my work, it might be nice to bring them into my ornament for my 2020 Christmas tree. So I looked into the Farmer's Almanac to see what sort of symbology they associated with certain types of flowers. And I wrote down several that I thought were interesting, like angelica being the symbol for inspiration, daisies being a symbol for hope. I know that the amaryllis is a very popular flower to give to artists as a symbol of creativity. I landed on the hollyhock, which is a symbol for ambition. And I really believe that artists are very ambitious people whose ambitions push them to work in a sector that can be incredibly intimidating and filled with a lot of rejection. So I went ahead and I made a series of paper hollyhocks out of tissue paper, coloring pencils, pipe cleaner, and some glitter gold tissue paper. I wanted to make something that looked like a dahlia or a chrysanthemum using fabric, but I didn't love the way that they were looking. I didn't have the right fabric on hand, and I was trying to use only materials that I had at the house, so they were excluded. Then I tried making some little daisies that I found as a paper option out of fabric, and again, just dismal. Didn't like those. Then I tried to make hydrangeas also out of fabric, and while I don't hate these necessarily, they took a really long time, and I feel like they needed to be about 4 to 5 times the size. So this didn't seem like the best place to spend a lot of time, and I'm happy that I ended up forgetting about fabric, not going down this path, and committing to these tissue paper flowers. Ornaments predate the Christmas tree, from what I've learned. In the Middle Ages, Scandinavians would make stars and crowns, angels and manger scenes with straw. And this drew a little bit from the Vikings creating similar types of ornaments, but for pagan rituals instead of Christian themes. Germans and Italians made wooden framed triangles that they would stack in a tier on top of each other, like a shelf, and they would adorn that with different candles and trinkets and sometimes nativity. I apologize in advance for this pronunciation, but I believe in German they were called Lichtstocks, and in Italian, cepos. I could be completely wrong about how I'm saying that. During the Reformation period, Christmas trees were starting to see red apples as an ornament. This was one of the first that I found ornaments, and I wonder if that apple is pulling from the paradise tree that we talked about before. And then later I found in the 1800s that red glass balls were the most popular ornaments. Again, I think because of the popularity of the apple and its association with the paradise tree. In 15th century Latvia, trees were decorated with roses for the Virgin Mary, which I thought was expensive, but beautiful. Then we see popcorn, white candy canes, cookies, dolls, toys, the paper chains, lace. Later we start to see in Germany manufacturing of ornaments. Before that there were some paper embossment ornaments and tin figure ornaments, but the glass really stepped it up to the next level. In 1610, shredded silver to make tinsel became very popular. It made the candles a lot more sparkly. Through the 1900s, we start seeing more intricate and interesting designs because molds were made. So we're seeing bells and angels and snowflakes and Santa Claus, as well as fruit and nuts and other types of Christmas balls. In the 60s and 70s, ornaments started to go beyond being in the home and started to become part of the outdoor landscape. This is where we start seeing mini Christmas exhibitions on the lawn, which I secretly sort of love. Awesome, we did it. Day 3 done. Ornaments created. If only I had made 41 of them to reflect the 41 weeks we've been in the pandemic. But I can't win them all. I would love to hear your favorite types of ornaments in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed this video and learning about the history of the ornament and how to make a little paper ornament. Please join me tomorrow for day number 4. Can you believe it? We're almost there, almost finished our Craftmas, almost Christmas Day. I'm gonna miss you guys already, but I'm crafting up a new plan to bring in 2021 and I can't wait. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, check out our Patreon below, you know, all the good things that everybody always says at the end of these videos. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Talk to you soon.